Alright. What I'll do instead is... let's end this. We'll go to face, and we will kill that. Alright. And let me put the volume down on my TV, too. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I broke my TV. Okay, there. Alright, it's Pokemon chat time. I haven't touched Let's Go Pikachu since the last time I streamed it. LOL. I should go back to that at some point. Gotta beat the Elite Four. Yes, you do. I would love to watch you finish that game. And we need to PvP that again. And hopefully you will have an answer to my Snorlax at that point. I have not been playing that game, so I've got the exact same team. You know what I've got. And you know that once you beat my Snorlax, you will demolish me. And yeah, I want the Pokemon to follow us around. Haven't seen any evidence of that in Sword and Shield. I'm going to guess that's not going to be in there. It's starting to feel like there were two separate Pokemon teams. One that was trying to do cool stuff with Let's Go, and one that just kind of did the exact same existing mainline stuff. And there are certain ideas that were really awesome in Let's Go that probably aren't coming back. I'm guessing the walking of the Pokemon's not happening. That sucks. But I'm also guessing it's probably going to have... I think we saw it doesn't have the motion control throwing stuff, which is great. Because screw that. That was the worst part of that game. Ian, did you beat Let's Go? And for everyone else in the chat, did you guys beat Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee? Yeah, you saw how great I was at catching Pokemon with the motion controls. Yeah, I might have made a clip or two. Just trolling. Hashtag never trolling. But no, that's not your fault. Like, the controls of that were horrendous. I never really understood how to throw Pokeballs to the side. Like, you're supposed to just angle it and then throw it this way, but then it reads it as straight. Are you supposed to do like a weird curvy motion? I did. I started a Nuzlocke of it, but then got bored partway through. Ah, okay. Yeah, so what are we hashtag always trolling? I remember you starting the Nuzlocke, Ian. Sorry to hear you got bored. As soon as I beat the Elite Four, I just kind of stopped. I got to the point where you talk to someone and they're like, hey, Mewtwo is over that way. And then I never played it again. I've only turned it on to like get the mystery box so that I could unlock Meltan in Pokemon Go. But other than that, I haven't played it. So maybe when I go on the trip to London in like 2 weeks, I can finish that up. Speaking of that, I picked up Moonlighter, which is on sale right now, at least in the Canadian eShop. Matt recommended it. It's basically a Zelda roguelike where you're pretty much Link, but then you also run a shop, and you are going into dungeons, and you are collecting items, and then you sell the items in the shop, and you are setting the prices of the items in the shop, which help you get more money, which then let you buy other items, which let you go farther into the dungeon. It's something like that. I'm not gonna play it until I get on the plane, but it sounds cool. I am glad the gyms are coming back. I believe in Sword and Shield. I miss them too much in Sun and Moon. I don't know if I missed the gyms that much in Sun and Moon. It was just like different challenges instead, and I thought those were okay, but it definitely wasn't the same as like fighting particular squads, though there was fighting in it. I think some of them were probably some of the challenges were more interesting than others. Well, I get that. You're like the beetle in the Zelda games. Yes, something like that. So yeah, Moonlighter. Oh yeah, Chris Rich, I saw you put up a review for Blossom Tales. I'm glad to see that you enjoyed it. I think it's like it's a solid game. Like it's definitely a lot shorter than your standard Zelda game, but it's also a lot cheaper. And I think just as a sort of bite-sized alternative, like a very low commitment one that you can play in like a day, it's pretty neat. And I'm glad to see you tried it and enjoyed it. But yeah, as a Zelda like, I think Blossom Tale is good, and I hope Moonlighter is good as well. Matt approved of it a while back. Ever since he talked about it on Boss Rush, like ages ago, it's been on my list of games to get. And then, yeah, I didn't care for the challenges. It was an interesting concept, but I didn't care for it. Definitely missed the main battles. Yes, I have to continue it. It's a cute game. Yeah, for sure. And I love that it's a girl character, and I love the parts in the story that branch. I wish it did more of that though. There's a couple of times where it does it. I wish there's more opportunities where I think where they could have done it. Maybe in a Blossom Tales 2. I think that game sold pretty well. And I would love to see more Zelda-like games. I don't think that many people... I mean, there's Oceanhorn and stuff, but relative to, say, how many Mario-like games there are, not nearly as many Zelda games in that style. But I would love to see more. Actually, hold on. I kind of like the Paper Mario music in the back. I just don't want to see the thing. I want the sound, but without the Paper Mario. Here, we'll do that. And then we'll just get the do. What else is happening? Some other stuff. Any recommendations for me, like stuff to play on the plane? Chris, Rachel, you guys have done... You've recommended some amazing games for me in the past. What should I check out while I head off? I'm thinking there's this other like graphic novel game called Valhalla that I'm really interested in. And you cut out just so apologies if we missed anything after you mentioned Blossom Tales. Yeah, what was I saying? I just went on a rant about how Blossom Tales was cool. And I just asked you, since I'm going away, is there any games you recommend on the Switch that I should check out that would be good for the trip? And so I bought Moonlighter, and I'm thinking of Valhalla, which is a sort of graphic novel game where you're pretty much the bartender in Blade Runner. Like, you're in a Blade Runner type future, and you're working at a bar, and the only way you can communicate to people is through the drinks that you serve. And there's this like really elaborate menu system of being able to mix different quantities of drinks to make mixed drinks. And so, I think Little Friends is coming out soon. We love visual novel games, so we'll have to check out Valhalla. Yeah, and the entire communication of the game is through the drinks you serve. So someone might say, give me a rum and coke, and you give them that, and they drink it, and then it continues the story. But someone might say, give me something sweet, and then it's open-ended, and you can mix whatever you want, and depending on what you give them, it'll branch the story out in different ways. And so just kind of having that open-endedness to the way the game is designed seems really neat to me. Although we don't drink, wonder if any of that will be lost on us because of that? I don't know, I don't drink either, but just the idea of having an open-ended conversation system like that sounds really cool to me. It could be drinks, it could be, I don't know, candy. Think of it as, I don't know, chocolate bars. I have a feeling it won't matter. Also, what is Little Friends? That's interesting. We'll have to check it out. Yeah, tell me more about Little Friends. And let me find my pen so I can write that down. Man, this pen has disappeared on me like 3 times during the stream. Okay, I've got a Sharpie here. I'll do that. Okay, Little Friends.